What's up, my people? You have got in tune with another episode of Mental Telepathy's Arena. And the last time I talked to you, I was telling you about some shit that's in the struggle. You know how this drama popped off throughout the world. So we're gonna talk about that and reassess that for these bitch ass niggas and they little house niggas and shit. Yeah, this how we gonna do it. But anyway, since my last update, nigga, the world has taken the world government by storm. And as you can see, the motherfucking world is burning. But a lot of these delusional ass niggas is still delusional. You know, shit done died down. But guess what? My dream has come alive, nigga. The youth has stepped up to the plate. And that's what I'm here to talk about. Because this is what Mental Telepathy's Arena is all about. The youth. And as I viewed this situation, one thing that I realized is that the youth stepped up to the plate. Just like I've been talking about, man, that's who got to step up because that's who's going to inherit the storm that's coming. These are the ones that's going to inherit all the shit that's coming. Fuck all these old ass motherfuckers that's stuck in their ways, that want to be racist motherfuckers, that want to be evil motherfuckers. It's up to the youth now, man. And the youth has stepped up to the plate in a major way throughout the world. Letting these niggas know, man, we ain't gotta have no motherfucking mother and father trying to guide us. They want to be some sellout ass motherfuckers. Let them be. And the youth stepped up to the plate. They disconnected themselves from all of that shit. So you know what? We're going to take this bitch by storm. We're going to send a message that if you think that fucking over black people and killing black people is going to be the order of the day around here, you got a rude awakening coming, man. And it was more than just about that shit, too, because we had a lot of white motherfuckers step up with us. Trust me, from Minnesota, and that shit lit the torch that spread it throughout the world. And that shit went down. And I ain't gonna lie, I am so feeling the motherfucking youth right now because I think they heard my message. And I just love the inspiration, baby. I love the love. I just want to give it all back, baby. Real talk. But nevertheless, I ain't gonna lie. I had to bow down and pray for the youth, man. And I'm still praying for them because basically, this is a motherfucking firestorm. This wasn't just your ordinary protest. You feel me? It wasn't your ordinary protest. For real. That shit lit the torch for motherfuckers to follow suit throughout the world. From one city, Minnesota, all the way across the country, and then throughout the world. That's what I'm talking about right there. Because once the people stand up and show the government that the power's in the hands of the people, then guess what? They got to stand up and listen, man. We're going to see change coming. Because if we don't see change coming, we already gave them the message. Nigga, we're going to burn this whole bitch down. You feel me? And that's all you got to let these motherfuckers know. Because they going to push you and push you. That's how pathological they are. They going to push you and push you and push you to see your boiling point. And that's what they do. This is what they do. But yo, nevertheless, I am so feeling the youth right now and on a world stage. Real talk. We had a lot of motherfuckers that stepped up against it because a lot of people will analyze it like this. They'll say, man, the militia motherfuckers, they came in with their own hidden agendas. The gang motherfuckers, they came in with their own hidden agendas. But I look at it like this, man, because there's always a blessing from every lesson. What God did, He let all these motherfuckers insert themselves into the protest because each one of these groups, man, they brought elements to the protest that a lot of black people forgot about. No, they forgot that you just can't be marching and singing old Negro spirituals You know what I'm saying? And think that that shit gonna change something. Nah, that ain't gonna change shit. Because all the evil ones, only thing that the evil ones is going to say, the evil ones, when they see shit like that, when they see you marching and singing old Negro spiritual, they'll just say, man, let them get that shit off their chest, man. And we'll just kill another motherfucker next week. See, but this one right here, this shit made motherfuckers. I mean, it took me off guard, and I'm a militant motherfucker. That's why I can say, man, I am so proud of the motherfucking people today, man. Real talk, because I thought they was turning these motherfuckers into zombies. I was beginning to think that these niggas had been killed and cloned and shit. They were such in a deep sleep state. You know what I'm saying? But basically, so I was, in my mind, I was saying, what's wrong with these motherfuckers? Why they don't wake up? Why they don't fight? But, the thing is, I gotta say that I'm real proud because the world stepped up in the name of God's chosen people, the black man. They stepped up and they made a statement. Yo, we ain't gonna see this. You can't just invade a country like Iraq for nothing and kill up all their people and the world don't take notice. You can't just invade countries like Pakistan and Africa and drain their resources and take their shit and kill up the people and the world don't take notice. Yeah, they just put that shit in their mental Rolodex, man. And that shit is a build-up. It's a build-up. It's a build-up. And that's what happened. The murder of George Floyd was basically the straw that broke the camel's back, man. That's all that was. It wasn't even about him being murdered. No, may he rest in peace, and my condolences go out to his family, and I feel for them, definitely. I feel it just like they feel it. Because you know how many George Floyds I know that wasn't recorded? Real talk. So this is the shit, this was the build-up. This was basically the build-up. So I gotta say, man, that I am so proud of the youth today. Real talk. White, black, all the motherfuckers that stepped up. Because this is why God brought, like I was back to the essence of what I was saying, this is why God put all of those groups in, those other groups, the militia, the gang niggas, because he was bringing elements back to the protest that a lot of black people forgot about. So you gotta, when the motherfuckers kill you, you gotta go, like it says in the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, an eye for an eye, a head for a head, and a life for a life. This shit is not just about protesting. When you know that somebody has declared war on you or your religion, it's time for you to step up. And sometimes you gotta be willing to kill and die for what you believe in, man. And if they know that you gonna do that, your shit gonna get way more respect. They may not like you, but they gotta respect that shit. Real talk. They may not like you, but they gotta respect that. So that's why I'm saying he brought all of these groups in to bring different elements of what the fuck they do. The violence. People might call it violence, but it's basically counteracting, man. Self-defending yourself, showing motherfuckers you gotta make a statement. Yo, the power is in the hands of the people, and this is why they do shit. To create scenarios to make the people of the public say, oh, okay, yo, please go get him, because they need you to give your power away, knowing that power is in the hands of the people. You can't just run around killing up people up throughout the universe and not thinking that the world don't see you, man. And this is what they don't understand. You can't go around bullying motherfuckers, just taking niggas shit. Invading countries like Iraq, South Africa, and all of these other countries, just taking their shit, killing up their people, and don't think that the world is going to take notice, because they do. Even though a lot of people sat around way too long silently in fear, I gotta say, man, I am so proud of the youth. Real talk, because they stepped up to the plate in a major way, and it's still going down. They got some amazing energy. Real talk. Amazing energy. You know what I'm saying? And then you see a lot of these racist redneck motherfuckers, they still be around here with their little house niggas. Cause there was a lot of motherfucking house niggas out here who didn't defend shit. So I'm not giving everybody props. All these grown motherfuckers, all they did was, to go to the plantation and do what the fuck they was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? That's all they did. No, they ain't do shit. The youth definitely disconnected themselves and made they move. And that's what you was supposed to do, man. And they went about it in a major way. And that's what you was supposed to do. I am definitely proud of the youth. If no other time, I'm proud of them today, man. Real talk. I'm not talking about these evil motherfuckers, because a bunch of them niggas didn't do shit. But still some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the people who are striving for righteousness, the youth that's tired of seeing all these old ass motherfuckers sell them out. You know what I'm saying? All these young brothers and sisters who tired of seeing their parents sell them the fuck out. You actually were the educators in this situation. The youth was the educators in this situation. Because if it wasn't for the youth, you think these grown motherfuckers would have just went to work and went home, went to the plantation and finished sucking the white man's dick. Yeah, that's what they would have did. But the youth stepped up and lit a motherfucking torch to this bitch. And even if it ends today, and it's still going on throughout the world as I speak. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, whenever you do something like that, you gotta understand, man, you can't just head into that type of situation with no solution. Because sooner or later, the government gonna say, okay, what the fuck y'all want? You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be able to give them what the fuck you want, because it's like I said, you're gonna have a lot of people who went into it not for the cause of George Floyd, but they went into it with their own little hidden agendas and shit to try to reap the benefits of the black man once again. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful about that shit. That's an aspect you gotta. So they gotta have some leaders in our shit. That's for us to basically tell when they say, yo, okay, what the fuck do y'all want? You got to be able to say, yo, what the fuck do you want? You can't just get there and say, you done tore up the motherfucking universe and you're going to say, I don't even know what we want. You feel me? You can't do that. You got to have you went about the shit in the right way. You stood up, you know what I'm saying? Now, when they say, yo, okay, what do y'all want? You got to be able to have some fucking type of demands for the sake of our people. But this is just a lesson, because they going to come with some more shit, because this is how pathological these motherfuckers are. But that right there, I got to say, I am proud of the youth, man. Real talk. They stood up in a major way. As like I said, you were the educators of these grown-ass, mentally dead-ass niggas, man. You educated them motherfuckers. You woke them niggas back up. You feel me? And that's what we gotta do, man. Because they are no longer the educators of the youth. These motherfuckers just want to sit at the house and eat a bunch of GMOs and watch a bunch of half-hour TV shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? They already gone. It's the youth that's going to inherit the shit to come, because these old ass motherfuckers wanted to be racist and set up in their little quiet, fearful ways and shit, sacrificing their own children. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that I'm proud of the youth, because the youth made a statement, and they making a statement throughout not just from one city, not just one country, nigga, throughout the world. And when the world speak for the sake of the God's chosen people, you know that those are biblical events. Those are signs of the times. Those are signs of the times. You know what I'm saying? The worldwide, they stood up in the name of our people, man, being unjustly murdered, killed, and all that shit. Not just motherfucking black people, white people, all type of cultures stood up. So that's I gotta say thank you for that. Real talk, I am so feeling that shit right now. Even though you got a bunch of these racist motherfuckers that don't think shit is gonna change, they don't understand the movement, baby. They don't understand the power that's in the hands of the people. So they don't understand that type of shit. So they'll never be able to see the dream like we can see our dream. You feel me? They're a bunch of motherfuckers who have already given up, who have already given in. And this is why the youth gotta disconnect themselves from them motherfuckers, because they basically some sellout ass motherfuckers. Not only sell out of us, but sell out of their own children. Because when you let motherfuckers rule your land in tyranny, and you give in to your oppressors, nigga, oppression is way worse than slaughter, man. And that's what we gotta understand around this bitch. When you get slaughtered, you only die one death. But when you get oppressed, nigga, you die 1,000 deaths. You gotta always stand up to oppression, man. And I gotta say, I am so proud of the youth right now, because they made a motherfucking statement. Excuse my language. They stood up throughout the world and let these motherfuckers know, listen, man, if you think it's gonna be killing about fucking over black people and killing black people, nigga, you got a rude awakening coming, man. And the world made that statement. The world made that statement. Fuck all of these old sellout ass house niggas, because a bunch of them niggas didn't do shit but sat by and basically, I'm talking about these street niggas that wanted to sell drugs and all that shit. A bunch of them niggas. You got a bunch of them niggas that came out too. But like I said, don't just look at the fact that no gang members came in and they had their own hidden agenda, and the militias came in and they had their own hidden agenda. That shit don't matter, because it's not man that's in control of this shit, man. God is in control of this. And when you understand that, you'll understand how he used his pawns. This is chess for real. This ain't checkers, man. This is chess for real. Real talk. And God's intellect runs on 70 million different levels, man. Nobody could even begin to grasp what that is. His intellect runs on 70 million different levels. Somebody might act against you and think that they hurting you, but God is really using them to help you. This is what you got to understand. So basically, God is really putting it in their hearts to help you. And they think that they actually hurting you and got their own hidden agendas and everything, but they don't understand, because God's intellect is major. And they don't see it coming. Just like he said in the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran, he said, when my wrath come upon them, they will be disputing amongst each other with no time to make it back to their families. Yeah, he already told us that, so we know what's going to happen. We know how this shit is supposed to go down. So when you see the world speaking out and for the sake of God's chosen people, the black people, you know those are one of the signs of the times. And only the youth could make that statement, because the rest of these niggas were done. The rest of these niggas had given in for a job and a check. And the ironic part about it is that the world is crumbling right up underneath their nose, and they still trying to get to the plantation, abandoning their children, while these motherfuckers tell them, listen, ain't no more school, man. You gonna have to teach your fucking children. You think they did that shit? A bunch of these niggas go right to the plantation and leave them kids on a fucking online computer. That's how these niggas are selling out. But that don't matter no more, because like I said, that little life as they used to know it no longer exists on any type of scale. It ain't shit going back to normal until these motherfuckers atone their sins. And you know how pathological these motherfuckers are. They ain't about to do that. So they got a lot of motherfucking suffering to do. Straight jacket. They got a bunch of suffering to do. Not only on earth, but in the hellfire too. Trust me. Not only on earth, but in the hellfire too. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. But back to the essence of what I was saying, I'm definitely proud of the youth, because the youth stood up fucking taller than 10 feet giants on these motherfuckers and tore shit up. And that's what it's not about watching destruction. It's about watching the beginning of a new beginning. The ending and then a new beginning that's coming. That's how it gotta be. Sometimes you gotta destroy the negative to build the positive, man. And that's the way it's supposed to go down. So I gotta say, man, I am definitely proud of the youth. Real talk, because if it wasn't for them, nigga, that's none of them cops would be in jail. None of them motherfuckers would have got arrested. None of that shit. And just the fact that we got to go through this shit just to get some justice tells you that we got a lot of work to do, man. They got a lot of work to fucking do. No, they don't want to abolish racism, but that racism shit gonna come back to bite them in their ass. Real talk. Because it's not just black people that feel those frustrations, man. You got every color, every culture that's being taken advantage of by these motherfucking monsters. And that's what you seen right there in the situation that's going on right now. Motherfuckers just been waiting for this day. And a bunch of motherfuckers have been waiting for this day. And that's how it's supposed to go down, man. Fuck these old ass niggas. I'm talking about the youth stood up like a motherfucker. And I'm going to emphasize that over and over and over again. Because that's what I see. That's what I know. That's the solution. Because that's our future. The youth. They stood up major. Real talk. All praises due to God, because only God could assemble that right there. And that's how it went down, and that's how it was supposed to go down. Only God could assemble that one. Real talk. Real talk. But as we look at this situation, we got to understand, man, that this is, Revelations is going to play out the way it was written. Revelations is going to play out the way it was written. Real talk, and that's what they don't understand. A lot of people come in with hidden agendas. That shit means nothing. Because God is shaping, molding this shit right here. He brought them niggas in to bring that element, that physical, that violent element into it, man. Because a lot of these niggas are too politically correct, and they want to say, oh, we need to be non-violent. Bullshit. Not when motherfuckers declare war on you and target you for extermination. No, nigga, you fight the war the way it's supposed to be fought. And the only motherfuckers that can do that is the youth. Because all these old niggas, they done gave in for a fucking job. All they addicted to is the plantation. And going home to, trying to feel content within their comfort zones, man. This shit ain't about feeling comfortable no more. Ain't no more comfort. Ain't nobody sleeping until there's justice around here. Justice in many aspects, in many ways, got to get back to the land, and that's the only way this shit God gonna bring it back to normal. That's the only way it's going back to normal. Because if you think this shit is going back to normal in an evil way, God ain't letting it rock, man. He's not letting that happen. I don't fuck what you heard, fuck what they told you. It's not gonna happen, man. Serious. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's not going to happen. A lot of niggas got their store, they shit still set up saying, oh, we gonna wait till it's over. No, you gonna wait till what's over. Revelations don't end when they get to this stage. It don't end when it get to this stage, man. From this point on, it gets worse. And this is why the youth gotta step up. To show that they are God's children, man. Because God's only source of light on the universe, I'm talking about his only source of light in the universe, on earth, are children, man. This is why he used them in this situation right here. And I got to say, man, I am so proud of the youth. Thank you, man. Real talk, even though you may not even have seen your role in it. You may not even have noticed, because a lot of people was acting blindly in rage or whatever. But trust me, man, it couldn't have went down like this if it wasn't for God and the youth, man. He used his only source of light on the earth to make that statement. See, but a lot of people, when you don't possess those magic glasses and you can't see through your third eye, you'll never be able to see those signs. People will just, once people can't see those signs, those are what we call moving signs. They just part of the signs of the time. They're moving signs. And they don't understand what's going on. Real talk. So basically, when this shit happens like this, you gotta understand, man, that God is speaking, man. And he's only giving out warnings right now, because when he starts to really talk, when he starts to really talk, he starts to speak in earthquakes, tornadoes, and motherfucking and shit that's going where it ain't no weapon against. Real talk. It ain't no weapons against the tornadoes and the earthquakes and the storms that's coming, man. He's just giving niggas warnings right now. But he's giving the righteous the warning because those who are not righteous, they can't see shit. They can't see shit. They don't even see it coming. Real talk. They think that this is just some normal shit when life as they used to know it no longer exists at all. But they still delusional, caught up in all this old worldly shit. Thinking that it's going to go back to normal. Oh, we'll be all right. We'll just wait a few months and... No, nigga. No. No, not like that. And this is what we got to understand, man. People know these white people and these evil motherfuckers, they got a lot of motherfucking sins to atone, man. And you can't think that God's wrath gonna come and you're gonna be able to build through it, you're gonna be able to build around it, you're gonna be able to build over it and tell the people of the land, don't even worry about that, we're gonna be all right. They would be some fucking idiots to even listen to you. Because when God speaks, nigga can't know. All he got to do is say, "Kum fire, kum be," and it is. And when he can't nobody do shit, you see how he shut down the world, right? But people don't take those signs seriously. They think that, you know what I'm saying, all the power is in the hands of their government. This is a superpower. But it can't nothing happen to us. Yeah? Really? Well, I think when you see the next phase of this game, if you're not a believer right now, oh, you will believe. Trust me, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just the tip of the iceberg. This shit gets more devastating than you can ever imagine, beyond a nigga's wildest nightmares. Wait till the Hunger Games begin. Trust me. Wait till the Hunger Games begin. And then you're going to really start seeing some shit. So get ready, man, and stay in tune. But what I advise you to do is stay in tune with God and the universe, man, because that's what time it is. It's time to come into God. That's the only one that's going to save your soul, because don't worry about the physical, because the flesh is not going to be spared. The flesh is not going to be spared, man. This is what we got to understand. You got to have faith in God and know that, you're going to go to a better life, man. Don't follow these motherfucking idiots, man, who think they going to have wins against them. Because all he going to do is show them niggas that your arms are too short to box with God, man. Your arms are too short to box with God. But what you have to understand, because the evil ones are going to do, they doing damage in between the beginning and the end. But you got to understand the end result here. And the objective here. The objective is to protect your soul, man. Because that's the stage we at now, man. Where the physical ain't gonna help you no more, man. These niggas are done. God has, Revelations is gonna be played out the way it was written, man. Understand what I'm saying. So with that being said, that's just a little food for thought. And once again, I want to emphasize that I am so proud of the youth. I am so proud of the youth worldwide, man. I am so feeling these niggas right now. Serious. And I got to, send out a video and dedication to them, man. Because they stepped up to the plate when grown motherfuckers wouldn't even do it. Okay? So basically, with that being said, man, remember one thing. Never fear the one who can lead you to the hellfire, but fear the one who can put you in it and leave you there. And remember, be careful of what type of media you listen to, whether it be the news, whether it be social media, or whether it be somebody just whispering in your ear, because it could have you hating the oppressed and loving those who are doing the oppressing. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You have been in tune with another episode of Mental Telepathy's Arena, and I am your host and lyrical genius, Black Titanium. Peace. I'm out.